Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Efziba. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining in. And if you're a returning subscriber, I want to meet gun. Thank you so much for coming back again. I appreciate your loyalty and I do not take it for granted at all. So guys, today I actually think I should share some of the things that has helped me so far. Although I could not fulfill the old 10 commandments, but from the topic you can already have an idea of what I am talking about today. So let's dive right into it. So guys, yeah, what are the things that people don't often talk about? Although some people talk about it, but I feel they don't go into the depths of it. So they just talk about it on the surface, and when they get married, they begin to feel what is going on here. So it comes as a shocker, and they just feel alarmed because it is what they have not addressed before. So in as much as you want to be in a relationship with somebody, it is very advisable that you don't get too carried away with all the fun in the relationship. You need to dedicate and have some time to have some serious heart-to-heart discussion. And I'll be talking about 10 areas that you should focus on when you are discussing with somebody that you have decided to make your life partner. This video is particularly for people that are in a relationship and they are sure that they will be getting married to the person. So if you are still doing boyfriend, girlfriend, let's see how it goes. Let's think about it. Let's see if it can work out. I don't know, you may be lucky, it may lead to marriage, but watch the video still. Yes, no knowledge is lost. So please watch the video, don't just swipe away. And if you're already married and you come across this video, trust me, it is very safe for you to watch till the end, because there are some things that you can still discuss even in marriage. If you have omitted it in your relationship, it's not too late to still talk about it in marriage. So the first thing I'll be talking about is money. Yes, money is very, very important. It is very important as it is, as useful as it is. It is also one of the major reasons why people's home is breaking these days. Like it has made and marred a lot of marriages. So it's important that you talk a lot about it. Not just talk about it, but talk deeply about it. So when you're talking about money, what are the things that you should talk about? One, be sincere and open to each other. Know how much he earns. Know how much she earns. Know what the monthly income is. Just know the details of the earning. I know a lot of people find it very, very, uncomfortable talking to their partner about how much they earn. But you should have gotten to that point where you can trust that person and you feel comfortable enough to talk to that person about how much you earn. And it's not going to be a source of jealousy, especially when it is a woman that is earning more than the man. You must be sure that your man is not the type that will go all and get jealous about it and feel inadequate and insecure about your earning. So you must have, studied the person and be sure that you are in that stage where you can open up, be sincere and honest about your earning. Then what else should you talk about when money is concerned? The other thing is who does what, who pays for what. Before you get married, make sure that you sort all of this out. Fine, I know that while you are single, your money is your money and his money is his money. If you are the woman, your money is your money and his money is his money. But once you are married, you guys' money is your money. Like, you are in the financial situation together. I know some people do these joint account things and all of that. I don't have a joint account with my husband, but there's a way we, come bring the whole money to the table and we agree on this is how much we have for this month. How much are we saving? We are saving 30% of our monthly income. How do we spend the remaining 70%? Maybe 20% goes into foodstuffs. This is just an example. This is not the right percentage we use at the moment, but you can agree that 20% goes into foodstuffs, 10% goes into utilities. Utilities will include electricity bill, disposal of refuse and all of those things. Then that's 30%. You have 40% left. Okay, we have a responsibility at the moment because babies or children, they have financial responsibility. So we can say that 20% goes into our son, we sometimes I decide to save. Okay, I said that this is not a general formula, but if 20% is going into your son or your child or your daughter, you can decide that 5% out of that 20% will be going into his or her savings account. And I think I'm going to talk about it in one of my videos, how you should plan finances for your child or planning financial freedom for your children right from when they are little, because it's very, very important. So you can decide that 5% of the income that you've allocated to your son or to your child will be going into his savings account. Then the remaining 15% will take care of things like his toiletries, clothing, what else, pampers, wipes, all those essential things that you need to get for your child or whatsoever, whether it's in the toddler stage, whatsoever stage your child is, everything they need, the 15% can go into it. Then you can decide the remaining 20% will be your own salary, because it's very important that you pay yourself even from your salary. So the remaining 20% can be your own salary, then 10% for your husband and 10% for yourself. So that whenever you need to get things for yourself, maybe you need to buy clothing, shoes, whatever you need for yourself, books, pay for an online class, the personal development and all of that, all of those things, then you can decide that you take it from that percentage that you have allocated for yourself. So you can just find a workable calculation that is good enough for you and will be relatable to you and work with that. And another thing concerning finances that you need to take care of before you get married is you need to talk about, okay, if you want to send money to your parents, how do you do it? Are you bringing in the money together, or each person should just face their parents? You can decide, I'm going to send this amount to my parents quarterly. If you can do it monthly, fine, great, awesome. But if you can't, you can decide it will be quarterly or it will be annually. So you can decide, oh, let's bring money together and send to our parents. Or you can do it individually, send money to your own parents and to his parents, or you send money to our parents and to your parents, whichever works for you. So you must just make sure that you talk about every important details as far as finances is concerned before you get married. Don't just, discuss on the periphery and be quiet about every other thing. You want to know who does better with finances, who is the better saver, who is the spender. For example, in my home, my husband is the father, Christmas is the spender, and I am the one who is kind of the saver because I still spend money, but I think I have that saving culture too. So you must know who the spender is and who the saver is. That's where you can decide who will be keeping the money. There are different applications these days that you can use to save your money. Piggyvest, for example, you can use that to save your money. And if you are not sure of that, you can open a fixed deposit account where you just be putting money. And there are a lot of investment schemes that you can check out for on the internet and decide which you want to, make use of in your relationship. Just make sure that you find out whatsoever works for you and you stick to it. Hope you understand. Yeah. The second thing that I will be talking about today is the responsibilities. See, gone are those days where people say, oh, the man of the house only goes out, come back, bring money, feed the house and all of that, and is not concerned with what happens in the house. Gone are those days. Because marriage is about union between two people. So you have to share the responsibility. So decide on who does what. Focus on each other's strengths. What am I good at? If the man is good at cooking, why can't he take over the kitchen? Of course, whenever he has the time, he's free, he can take over the kitchen. If he's good at cleaning, he can take over the cleaning of the house. If it's to dispose the refuse, he can do that. If it's to come to an agreement. Who does what? You can't be the responsibility must be evenly shared. It should not outweigh each other. If you are a perfectionist and OCD who will not be satisfied with how things are done, even when your partner makes the effort or makes the attempt to do things within the house, allow him or her. Let them help. Then if you feel that there is need for a further work to be done on it, then you can go ahead and do your own extra. But at least let them help. If you have children, let your partner help with caring for the children. And now I'm going to address the men. Let them help with bathing the children, dressing up the children, especially when you have work, you both are working and you have to rush to work early in the morning, while you are preparing breakfast or what you are going to eat for that morning, your partner can just help get the children ready. You understand what I mean? Just find a way to divide and share the responsibility between yourself. That way you are working as a team, because that's what marriage is about. Marriage is for you guys to work as a team to, do things together. Every responsible man should not just come back, sit down, and expect the wife to do everything. The scripture calls the woman your helpmate, so she's there to assist you, not to become, you get. So that's it. That is how it should be. So you have to talk about that and iron that, because so many times women feel they are used up, they are exhausted, they are treated like slaves in their marriages, and just it's one of the reasons why they find comfort out there, and they just feel comfortable where they are cherished, where they are treated like babies, and all of those things. This is not me making excuses for extramarital affair or something. It's just the point of this discussion is that work as a team in your marriage, and you have to talk about it. Then the third thing I'm going to talk about is decide on a spiritual source. This one is very, very crucial. When I met my husband, he's very deep. He's deep in the sense that he's all this revelation knowledge kind of person. And when he met me, I am deep as well, but my depth is not as much as his own. So he was of the opinion of eternal salvation exists, that kind of thing. And I was of the opinion that, you have to always try your best to make things work spiritually, like ask for forgiveness. Like, I don't just have enough knowledge of how God sees us, of how Christ sees us, of how that we are children of God, we are forgiven, we are justified, we are sanctified, we have the Holy Spirit, and all of those things. So it was a major difference between us when we first met. And he tried to explain things to me. He preached to me, let me put it that way. He explained things to me. He opened up the scriptures and made me see things from a different angle. And with time, I came to that same understanding. And fortunately, we came across men of God who are in that sphere of Christian life, and we followed them, and we came to that same conclusion and agreement, and it has been helping us. And that will also help you to define the kind of church you want to attend, the kind of fellowship of believers you want to belong to. You understand me? So you must discuss this at length. Be clear about it. Make sure that you clarify. If there's something that you do not understand, make sure that you ask questions. Don't just assume, don't just feel, don't just think. Ask as much question as you want or as you have, and ensure that you are open. Be open to know more, to learn more, to unlearn, to relearn, and to just modify your thinking capacity. It is very, very important as far as your spiritual life is concerned. So you have to talk about that. It's very, very important, because if you don't have a spiritual life, you are getting married. Marriage will only bring more responsibility, and before you know it, you start having children. And if you don't build that spiritual standard that you want, trust me, you cannot start building it in marriage or start building it in parenting. It won't work. So no magic will happen. There's no special spirit that will come and descend on you later and tell you have to get your spiritual life together. I hope you understand. So you must work on this part and establish it. Have a personal Christian life, have a personal prayer life, and come together as family and pray also. Most times after our family prayers, I still go back and have my own personal devotion. It's just me having that personal time with my God. Not because I feel the family devotion is not enough, but sometimes I just want to hear. I just want to, fellowship alone. And basically, guys, do what works for you. I'll be talking about is this. Discuss career advancement. Whichever sphere of life you are, whether you're an entrepreneur or you're a business owner, or you are a career person, an academic person, whatever sphere of life you are, you must understand the differences. Especially if you are a career person and your partner is into business, you must understand and find a way to make that work when you guys come together. If you are a career person like me and you want to pursue all the degrees, you want to pursue all the certificates, you want to badge your certificates, all those things, you guys must talk about it. What are your plans for your future? Do you have plans to, relocate or to move from one country to the other just for the sake of your career? Whatever you have dreams of career wise or future wise in relation to your business, your see everything related to career and to your future advancement, please discuss it with your partner, because it will be a great danger if you get married to somebody who is not in that sphere of living a country. If you're married to somebody who is a patriotic member of this country and is not interested in relocating or moving out of the country or changing location, you understand, it's going to bring division in your home, and it starts creating unnecessary strife, unnecessary issues, and before you know, the marriage is experiencing so many chaos, which is not something you want for yourself. So you have to talk about it. You have to clarify, what are our dreams, what are our goals, what are our visions? Do we want to relocate? Do we want to change locations? You understand? So you must establish this fact, know where your partner stands. It is very, very important. Then the fifth thing I'll be talking about today is children. This is very, very important. Guys, it is God that gives children, but He gives men the power to procreate. So you must talk about it. How many children do we want? What is the spacing in between them? If you are getting married at 30 or 35 and you feel, oh, time is against me because of all this, especially for the woman, because of all the research that keeps saying you can hit menopause as early as 40 and all of those things, and you have plans to have your children back to back, you have to talk to your husband about it. You guys should come to an agreement. If you are the type that you love adoption, you have to tell your partner about it, that you are open to the idea of adoption. Even if you have your own children, you still want to adopt, you understand. So you have to talk to your partner about it, understand and know what his or her disposition is to this topic. It won't just make sense that somewhere along the line, 5 years down the line, you want to adopt a child or a girl, a boy, whichever, and it starts causing issues in your marriage. It's not worth it. It's something that you could avoid. So have in-depth discussion about this topic. Decide on how many children you want to have, the spacing between the children, what gender do you want to have. These days, science has made it very easy that you can calculate, especially if you're a woman and you have a very regular menstrual cycle or ovulation. You have a regular cycle, for short, and you can calculate what kind of gender you want. If you want a boy or if you want a girl, when do you want them? You understand, you can just sit down and have a thorough conversation and come to an agreeable terms. From that, to start knowing, is this the person I can settle down with or not? So you can start making your decisions whether you want to walk away from that relationship or you want to stay in the relationship. What is your retirement plan? Do you want to start investing in land acquisition? Do you want to buy land, build estates? Is that what you want? You have to talk about it. You have to make that plan together, because the truth is, after all the children are gone, it is the two of you that will be left to be with each other. So you have to talk about it. What are your dreams? What are your dreams in life? What are your goals? What are your aspirations? Where do you see yourself 20 years from now? Where do you see yourself 30 years from now? Where do you see yourself 40 years from now? You have to talk about it with your partner. Make plans and draw the table. Fix the, fixables and discuss it. Have an in-depth conversation about it and make your decisions. Yeah. After marriage, do you want to keep your single friends or you want to put them in their place. Put them in their place is not to be rude or to be condescending, but the truth is, people will not understand what it is like except they are in that situation. So sometimes you can have single friends and you don't get to see them as often as you used to before you got married. And there's every probability or every tendency that they will take offense. You cannot blame them if they decide to take offense, but the truth is they don't understand. Not everybody may understand what it is like to be in to be married. Like your responsibility is just plus one, and now when you have kids or children, when you now have children, your responsibility, multiplies. They may not understand if you do not always reach out to them, if you are not always there around them or for them, if you are not available for all the time out you people used to have. So you have to talk about it with your partner. Do we want to, define the boundaries, like determine or decide how much we reach out to these people, or we want to keep them in our lives? You just have to talk about it. What are your plans? For me, I am married, I have single friends, but we don't see each other often. We don't see, like, there are some of my friends that I've not seen since the past 7 months, and it has not affected our relationship. We are still as cool as ever. And there are some of my friends that they come around, they come visiting while I was in Ibadan, and our relationship is still as good as ever. You understand? But you must also understand this type of friend, the type of friends you have. You must know where they stand when it comes to this subject matter or the relationship part. Sensible friends that will respect your marriage, that will respect your spouse, and they will not take advantage of the familiarity. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to discuss it with your partner. You have to talk about it and talk at length. Then the next thing I'll talk about is fulfillment. What gives you fulfillment? What makes you happy? For me, I like to travel. And luckily for me, I got somebody of my type who also likes to travel. There are some people that they are opposites of each other. The other person may like to travel, while the partner may have travel phobia. May not be the type that is open to traveling and going for adventure, in short. So you must discuss this. What are the things that give you fulfillment? Me, money makes me fulfilled. But aside from that, I like to, go out. I like to eat out a lot, especially in correct eateries, or not buka. Correct eateries where I will experience different and unique and beautiful, delicious. Should I continue? I love food, like tasty food. Try out different things. Like, I'm so adventurous to the point that my husband will tell me whenever we go out that if you have not tasted this thing before, don't order for it. But no, I want to try it. I want to try it. I want to see what it feels like. Don't worry, I will not waste money. I will make sure I eat it, but it's just going to teach me a lesson that don't try or don't order for this another day. You understand? So I am adventurous, especially when it comes to food. When it comes to boxing, sports, all of those things. My husband is not a fan of football, but boxing, he loves it. He loves it so much, like so much. That is one part of him. That is one of the things that excites him as a man, as a person. So you must understand your differences. What are the things that makes this person happy? Some is maybe football. They are die-hard fan of a particular football club, and the best you can do is to find a way to adjust and support them. You understand what I'm saying? So you must discuss all of this. What are your hobbies? What are your fantasies? What are the things that you like to see? The things that you like to watch? See, you cannot over communicate in your relationship before you get married. So talk about everything and anything. What do you want to do in your marriage? See, this one is very, very important. In the first few years of our marriage, do we want to host anybody, or we want to be alone? What I mean is this: some people in the first few years of their marriage, they have siblings coming around, they have family members coming to live in with them, which I personally think that it is not healthy enough for a young marriage, a marriage that is just starting out. So you must discuss what you want. If people will be coming to visit you, spending a night or two is enough. Instead of them coming, bringing all their baggage and coming to live in with you, and the next 6 months they are there, you guys are just getting married, you're just getting to know each other, to adjust with each other. The best you can do is to have your time together without any interference or somebody that will come and be a monitoring spirit on your marriage. So you want to, talk about it. If your partner is the type that has siblings, younger siblings, and they will need places to stay, you have to, come sit together and discuss it. If we want to accommodate our siblings in our home, what are the rules? What are the do's and don'ts? You must clarify and make sure you discuss this thoroughly. Your wedding. This one is particular to people that are, planning to get married, because this video is majorly about things people don't talk about before they get married to each other. So your wedding, it is very important that you talk about it. People just plan towards wedding, and on the wedding day they become disappointed because they have not discussed it. You have to sit down together and plan together. How many people do we want? What's the number of guests we are looking at? What kind of wedding do we want? Do we want a ceremony, or we just want something private? Myself, yourself, your family, my families, my friends, your friend, close pal, and we are just, having a beautiful fellowship. Even in the wedding ceremony, something beautiful. What kind of clothes do we want to wear? What's the color of the dress you would like to wear as a woman? What would you like to wear as a man? Do you just want to, wear something simple, no drama, or you want to go on native? See, nobody defines how you should look on your wedding day. Do whatever make you happy. So you have to talk about all of these things. You have to discuss it. Who pays for what in preparation for the wedding ceremony? What kind of ring do I want to buy? Do I need diamond? Can your pocket afford it? You get, so all the financial plans, all the emotional plans, all the psychological plans, you guys should come together and discuss it together, and work towards achieving the same goal. Do you want a, so to speak, white wedding, or you just want to go to court, make it legal after the traditional rites? Because as far as I'm concerned, what matters most is blessings from the parents. Then the pastor can give his blessings. All the white wedding ceremony, everybody, all the world coming together, I am not a fan of it. So decide on what you want to do. Do you just want to pay the dowry, do the traditional rites, then go to court and seal it up? From there you move to your house, to your home, and life continues. It's just a part of life. It is not the end of life. So you have to talk about it, you have to discuss it. And finally, guys, this is the most interesting part. By now, you guys on my channel will know that when it comes to sex, I am always happy. And I don't know why. But guys, finally, you have to talk about this. Sex. You have to talk about sex. If you are a novice, as far as the topic is concerned, you want to read wide. Whatever you think that you have in mind before you get married about sex, you have to talk to your partner about it. Because if you don't, and your honeymoon night, if it happens that night, because for some of us it did not happen that night, but by the time you guys get married and you are trying to unravel the mysteries you get, so that you will not be shocked, and your expectations, so that it won't be cut short, you have to have discussed it. Talk about your fantasies, talk about your goals, talk about your aspirations, and be open to explore until you cannot stop finding out things. So you have to explore and keep discovering and keep enjoying and what else? You guys, now, and everything that you think that people should know about this topic, please put it in the comment section below, guys. Yeah, so today those are the things I want to talk to you all about, and I feel it will be helpful, especially for the people out there who are yet to be married, whether they are engaged or they are even still looking out for or trusting for a good partner. I'm very sure that this video will be helpful, so do well to hit the like button if you enjoy watching this video. Hit that like button, give it a thumbs up. give it a thumbs up, yeah. And leave your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about this. If you want to see more of this video, let me know in the comment section as well. If you have not subscribed to this beautiful family, you are still not a member, why? What are you waiting for? Are you not enjoying seeing my beautiful face? So please hit that red button. Subscription is free. You don't have to pay for it. It's completely free. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you can always get my videos as soon as they are out. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Till then, stay safe and stay blessed. Bye.